आज तक इंसानियत की तारीख में सिर्फ 2 रियासतें हैं जो कलमे की बुनियाद पर बनी हैं। पहली जो थी उसका नाम है रियासत तैयबा, क्योंकि तैयबा जो है वो नबी करीम सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने उसको नाम दिया था, और जबकि कुरान में उसका नाम है यसरब, या अहले यसरिबा ला मुकाम लकुम फरजिउ, ये कुरान में नाम है उसका, जो आज जिसको मदीना अल मुनव्वरा कहा जाता है। और दूसरी रियासत जो है वो उसके 1300 साल के बाद अल्लाह ताला ने ये आपकी बनाई है, कलमे की बुनियाद के ऊपर।
16th April, Pakistan's Army Chief General Asim Munir tells a public gathering in Islamabad that Pakistan is the only country that was established on the basis of the Kalma, a sacred Islamic expression of faith. Barely a week later, terrorists strike at Pahalgam in India. They segregate the men and ask them to recite the Kalma. Those who recite it are spared. Those who cannot are gunned down in point-blank range. By the end of the carnage, 26 men are dead. All but 3 of them are Hindus, all killed in cold blood. 10-year-old Naksh Kalathiya, who sees his father being shot, survives to tell the story.
हम कश्मीर में पहलगाम में गए थे। हमने पहलगाम में 5 पॉइंट देखे थे। उसमें जो मिनी स्विट्जरलैंड है सबसे टॉप वाला था, उधर हम गए थे। तभी गन फायरिंग की आवाज़ आई थी। हमें लगा कुछ हुआ था। हमने पूछा भी वो रेस्टोरेंट वाले से कि क्या हुआ, उन्हें भी कुछ नहीं पता था। तो जब वो आतंकवादी ज़्यादा गोली मारे हैं तब सबको पता चला कि टेररिस्ट घुसा है, तो हम छुप गए। उन लोगों ने ढूंढ लिया। हमको तो वो 2 दिखे थे, और एक ने आके बोला मुसलमान अलग हो जाओ और हिंदू अलग हो जाओ, जेंट्स खाली। और बाद में हिंदू के सारे जेंट्स को गोली से मार दिया।
Innocent blood is spilled on the pristine meadows of Baisaran in Pahalgam. The killings are being described as the deadliest terrorist act in Jammu and Kashmir since the 2019 Pulwama attack, a terror attack so brutal and so calculated that it leaves India and the world shocked and grieving. Protests against the attack are intensifying in India, and understandably so. They are venting their anger by burning effigies of Pakistan. One provocative poster reads, "Pigs and Pakistanis not allowed." The poster shows Pakistan's Army Chief General Asim Munir with the face of a pig. Here's a blow-by-blow account of what happened, how and why.
On 22nd April, as tourists hiked up to the meadow, a group of terrorists emerged from the pine forest nearby. The terrorists, who dressed in a mix of camouflage gear and traditional kurta pajamas, descend like shadows from the forest armed with AK-47s. Who are they looking for? Non-Muslims. At least that's what eyewitnesses say.
ये शायद मुस्लिम नहीं है, उसने उसको गोली मार दी।
उन्होंने यही बोला, जो भी 3 व्यक्ति थे वो छोटे छोटे कम उम्र के थे। उन्होंने यही बोला कि मेरे मिस्टर के पास बंदूक लगा के बोला कलमा पढ़ो। मेरे मिस्टर ने बोला मैं तो क्रिश्चियन हूँ, मैं ईसाई हूँ, मेरे को कलमा जो भी है वो नहीं पढ़ना आता। और बस इतना बोला मेरे पति ने, उनको ऐसे धक्का दिया और बंदूक मार के बिल्कुल सीने पे।
क्या बोलते भेलपुरी खा रही थी, मेरा पति साइड में था, एक इंसान है, उसने उसको गोली मार दी।
यहाँ पे
उसने बोला कि ये शायद मुस्लिम नहीं है, उसने उसको गोली मार दी।
Some locals managed to record the massacre. 26 lives are lost in a matter of minutes. Many are injured, including a 7-year-old girl, the youngest.
At the center of this web of terror allegedly is Saifullah Kasuri, also known as Khalid. He's a senior commander of the Lashkar-e-Taiba and an aide of Hafiz Saeed. The same Hafiz Saeed who heads the LET and who masterminded the 2008 terror attack in Mumbai. Kasuri is said to be heading the LET's Peshawar headquarters. He was once introduced as the president of the Milli Muslim League, the political arm of the Jamaat-ud-Dawa terror group. He was sanctioned by the US government and named in the UN sanctions list. The group that claims responsibility for the Pahalgam attack is the Resistance Front, or the TRF, an offshoot of the LET. It was created after India revoked the special status or autonomy granted under Article 370 of the country's constitution to Jammu and Kashmir in 2019. The TRF was allegedly created to give their acts of terror a secular, local face. But make no mistake, it is backed by Pakistan, funded by Pakistan, and rebranded by Pakistan. The same group had attacked labourers in Gandarbal some time ago who came from other parts of India looking for work in Jammu and Kashmir. The TRF recruits its members online and smuggles arms and narcotics from Pakistan. India's Ministry of Home Affairs has designated the TRF as a terrorist organisation. Indian security agencies released sketches of 3 terrorists. Asif Fauji, possibly ex-Pakistan army, who is believed to have led the attack along with Suleiman Shah and Abu Talha. The group had completed reconnaissance of the area with help from certain locals. They came armed with military-grade weapons, body cams, which are reminiscent of the October 2023 Hamas attack in Israel. They also had dry fruits, medicines, and encrypted communication devices. Evidently, it was not an ambush. This was a military-style assault, executed with chilling precision. But perhaps the most sinister aspect of the attack is its timing. It was executed when US Vice President J.D. Vance was visiting India, Prime Minister Narendra Modi was visiting Saudi Arabia, and Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman was addressing investors in the United States. Coincidence? Or a calculated message from the terrorist handlers in Pakistan? Surely it was not about tourists. It was about Hindus, optics and timing, and a desperate attempt to hurt India's imminent rise. Indian security forces responded by launching an operation in Jammu and Kashmir. Helicopters, drones and special ops units sweep the area. Indian intelligence agencies track the digital footprint of the terrorist to safe houses in Pakistan. The hunt for Saifullah Kasuri, who prosecuted the Pahalgam attack, is now international.
But the question is, how did these terrorists infiltrate into India undetected? Who gave them shelter?
The massacre comes just 5 years after the 2019 Pulwama attack that claimed 40 lives. That attack had led to the Balakot airstrikes and eventually the abrogation of Article 370. Since then, incidents of terror attacks had diminished, and yet here we are again. The same hatred, the same evil design, the same bloodshed, the same mastermind, and the same group, but under a different name.
This story is far from over because the truth must be pursued and justice delivered as Pahalgam bleeds, Kashmir cries, and India rages. The question is not about whether India will respond. It is about how and when.
Today, from the soil of Bihar, I say to the whole world, India will identify, track and punish every terrorist and their backers. We will pursue them to the ends of the earth. India's spirit will never be broken by terrorism. Terrorism will not go unpunished. Every effort will be made to ensure that justice is done. The entire nation is firm in this resolve. Everyone who believes in humanity is with us. I thank the people of various countries and their leaders who have stood with us in these times.